Good morning, everybody. It is Frankie here. With breaking news. I don't know who tweeted it because I just found out literally like 2 minutes ago, but it is now official. The Eli era is done. The Daniel Jones era has begun. Daniel Jones will be the New York Giants starting quarterback this week. Thoughts on it? Not totally surprised. Once you heard Shermer yesterday basically come out and say, be non-committal to Eli starting this week, you knew where this was going. And it's time. We've all known, watching that game on Sunday against Buffalo, it's crazy to me that it took till now for the Giants to realize that the Eli era is done. It's crazy to me that now they realized that they're bad. But okay, the Giants tweeted it first. Daniel Jones has been named Giants starting quarterback. It's crazy to me that it took till now to realize that. But it's better to make right. I mean, I don't know what the analogy is. Better to have loved than lost, never to have loved at all. But that doesn't even work. Whatever. The point is, at least they made the right. At least they finally made the right decision. Now we all knew this was coming. Once Daniel Jones got drafted early on in the season. Here's my question though. We all knew this was going to happen once Daniel Jones got drafted, or in the first round. This was going to happen. My question is, why did you not start? If you were only going to wait 2 games, why did you not start him at the beginning of the year? Like it took you until after the Bills game to realize that this team wasn't going anywhere. Like, that's the thing that boggles my mind. All right, yeah, here it is for the New York Giants. This is from Pat Shermer. He announced today that Jones will make his first career start when the Giants face the Buccaneers in Raymond James Stadium. Eli and I spoke this morning. I told him we were making a change and I'm going with Daniel as the starter. I also talked to Daniel. Eli was obviously disappointed, as you would expect, but he said he would be what he has always been, a good teammate. He continued to prepare to help this team win games. Daniel understands the challenge at hand, and he will be ready to play on Sunday. Ultimately, this is a move I felt was best for this team at this time. I've said since I got here, I'm very fond of Eli. His work ethic, his preparation, his football intelligence, all those attributes are as good as I've ever seen in a player. And Eli worked as hard as you could ask of anyone to get ready for the season. This move is about Daniel moving forward more about Daniel moving forward than about Eli. Looking for some other quotes here. No, that's all. There's no quotes from Daniel Jones. I'm sure we'll get something from him coming up later today. But it was time. Eli, I love Eli. All right, he's a great quarterback, a great player, a great guy. But we all, for years now, for the last 2-3 years, we've known it's over. All right, turn out the lights. He wasn't good anymore. It was very clear to all of us that it just wasn't happening. So hold on. Wait, Please give me a thumbs up, guys, if the microphone's working, because I can't tell if it's working. All right, I guess it is. All right. If it's not working, then I apologize. But, oh gosh, the bottom line is, yeah, it's time. It was time for Eli to move on. He wasn't good anymore. Yeah. Danny Dimes, baby. Yes. It's time. I'm excited for it. I'm not, look, I was not happy about Daniel Jones getting drafted. I was not thrilled about it. At the same time, it was time for Eli to pass the torch. Yes, it absolutely was time for Eli to pass the torch. It's been years in the making. For years now, we're like, okay, fine. It's not all his fault, but he can't throw the ball 5 yards down the field. Right? And if he can't do it consistently. So it's time to see what you have in this young kid. By the way, just a thumbs up, guys, if my mic's working. Let me make sure, because that doesn't say it on here. If my mic's working, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, so it's time. It was time for him. It was time for the era to end. It was time for the Daniel Jones era to begin. Again, I'm not a huge fan of him. I don't know. He was nice in the preseason, but I'm not totally sure yet. I'm not convinced he's a great quarterback, but we'll see. We'll see what he can do here. Oh gosh, the microphone is okay. It's working great. Yeah. So tell me, guys, what you're thinking down there. Again, I'm not. All right, now he plays Tampa, which okay. The Bucs are not great. I really hope he goes off against Tampa. I hope so too. Look. We all know, I think most of us agree that this season's a wash, that this season's not going anywhere. This is just about developing Daniel instead of letting Eli start. He's accurate and smart. I mean, I hope so. Yes, he's from Duke, so he's smart. But, and he had some moments in the preseason, but the preseason's different from the regular season. Of course, yes, it is about time. It took way too long to get here. You know what? Ben McAdoo had a point in benching Eli. He shouldn't have benched him for Geno, but he had a point. It was time for him to go. The Giants fans will not about this. They all know it's time. They all know what's coming. My big argument here again is why the Giants waited this long. My big discussion here: why did the Giants wait until now? Well, 2 games in. You didn't do it at the beginning of the season. Let's go, Danny Dimes. Yes. Why did the Giants wait 2 games? You were going to do it after 2 games. Why not just do it at the beginning of the season? Why not just say it's time to start Daniel Jones? Because it took the Giants until now to realize that Eli wasn't going to. We all knew this. We saw it last year. We saw it the year before. You can't do it anymore. I need to see what Vic DeVadio has said. We wanted to give our hero one last shot. I guess. I guess, but if you're 0-2 and it looks like this, all right, well, we'll see. I mean, the Giants did start 0-2 in 2007 and they went on to win the Super Bowl. So I guess it's possible. Buying my Daniel Jones jersey right now. You go ahead and do it. Look, again, I'm not totally convinced in him yet. I wish we had gotten I thought I wanted us to get Haskins or somebody like. I was not a fan of getting him with the 6th pick or the 7th pick or wherever we got him. I was not a fan of it. But look, I want to support this kid. I want this kid to do well. I want the Giants to do well. Anything to help this team because this team needs it right now. Oh gosh. So yeah, this is looking for the reaction right now. A lot of the Giants have named Daniel Jones starting quarterback. Eli to the bench. Again, it was weird because Sunday he said thoughts if Eli retires next. If Eli retires next, it's totally understandable. And I wish him all the best. Great quarterback, at least for 2 playoffs, 2 Super Bowls. I think he goes in the Hall of Fame. A lot of bad memories, but a lot of good ones too. And I think Giants fans, when they have the distance, they'll be very thankful for him and he'll have his number retired. It's the problem is with Mara and everybody. They wasted this guy's career. They didn't build a good team around him. Is Eli first ballot though? I don't know if he's first ballot. I'd put him in first ballot, but I don't think he is. You know who I think should be first ballot also? Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls with the Raiders. I think he should be in. He's not in, which makes me think about Eli. But Eli's. I noticed this. Eli's record. I don't know what it is, but it's 500. I don't know the exact number, but it's his winning percentage is exactly 500. That's not very good. I feel bad. Eli isn't. I feel bad for Daniel Jones. Yeah, this is going to be rough going. Eli isn't first ballot. Yeah, I don't think he is. Shout out for the Jim Plunkett knowledge. Thank you. 2 Super Bowls with the Raiders back in the day. But yeah, if Jim Plunkett can't get in, I think Eli's better than Jim Plunkett, and he's got, he's more yards, but he's special. I saw it too for Clemson. Yes, something that can be special. Again, I hope so. I think all Giants fans are really hoping that this kid is the real deal. It's going to be fascinating to watch coming up in the next week how this plays out. OBJ asked about the Giants possibly starting Daniel Jones over Eli this week. I don't play for them. Why would somebody ask that? Again, this really started on Sunday. Someone just tweeted Daniel Jones seeing Eli in the locker room. Look at me. I'm the captain now. It's Sunday. You had another bad performance from Eli, a terrible performance from the Giants overall. If Daniel plays terrible, should they keep playing him and bringing Eli back? No, you keep Daniel. At this point, he's full speed with Daniel Jones. They'll use him as the scapegoat. Yeah. But the whole with I still wish we kept OJ. Yeah, that was stupid. Getting rid of OBJ was one of the worst things the Giants ever did. You think we run a lot of RPOs? No. But the point is, I don't understand how this is going to fix the Giants' defense. It's not. It's not at all. That's still going to be a problem. If this kid's going to win games, it's going to be like 35-31 games. It's going to be really bad. Also, I appreciate everybody. It's a school day, so if you're in school and watching this, I appreciate it. To be honest, I saw this happening week 10, not week 3. Exactly. I thought it would be much later, but the Giants are like, which makes me wonder why if you were going to pull the trigger this quickly, if you were going to pull him this quickly, why not just start him at the beginning of the season? That's the one thing I asked Shermer. Maybe it's just possible that Mara and Gettleman and Shermer don't know what they're doing. It's possible. Eli needs to retire. I mean, I'm not going to force the guy to retire, but yeah, it's over for him in New York. The curtain is fallen. It's time for him to go. But yeah, it started Sunday. Another bad performance from Eli. Bigger so far has been disappointing, but maybe he'll pull Byron Jones. Maybe we'll see. But it started on Sunday, and Pat Shermer's like, no, Eli's the starter. Eli's gonna be starter. We're not even thinking about Daniel Jones. And then Monday he's like, well, and now it's not surprising that on Tuesday Giants will still go 0-16. Yeah, it's a problem. Actually, never mind. I think they played the Dolphins. The Giants played the Dolphins once, so that's 1 win. Giants, and then they play the Jets. So it might be 2 wins. So Giants have at least 2 wins in their future. But this the Giants and Jets seasons are both over. We know that. Again, this is about the development of Daniel Jones. They did it because if they start 0-3, Pat and Gettleman will get fired. I think Mara is going to wait until the end of the season to make that move. Look. But now Pat and Dave now have a loophole. They hey, we got a young starting quarterback. We got a rookie quarterback. You can't fire us yet. We're still developing this kid. So it looks like we're going to get another year of this incompetent GM who thinks he knows better than everybody. Those are the worst kind of people. The arrogant people who think they know better than you, and they don't. And then Shermer is just a clueless coach. That's going to be – it's going to go down to Benny Fowler. We'll see. Gosh. Jones, if Son's sold down against starting defense, it's not even we'll see. Again, I'm not sold on him either. But, against Tampa, a team that's – they won, but was that really impressive from Jameis? They just bought 2-3 more years. Exactly. They bought 1 year, I think. I don't know about 2, but I think they bought 1. And I hope I think this is a good time to start him against. Yeah, it's better than playing him against the Patriots. He has to play the Patriots coming up. Oh boy, good luck, kid. Jones was looking decent last game. The thing with just I wanted them to make this move for years. It's been time. We should get Jalen Ramsey now. That'd be great if we got Jalen Ramsey. He's a headache, but you know what? He's a great player. It's the Antonio Brown conundrum, although I think Antonio Brown's in more trouble than Jalen Ramsey. But yeah, why isn't anything being done on the defense? Because Gettleman got rid of our best players, and I don't know why. I don't know why he did that. The defense is coached poorly, and there's no talent there. No, if you put him out there against the Patriots, that's gonna. I feel like that'd be like putting Ryan Leaf out there against Kansas City in '98, Week 3, and he goes 1 for 15 with 4 yards. Like I just had to put him against Tampa. It's much easier and friendlier. I don't want Jalen. We would have to pay him to be like Odell. Yeah, but he's got talent. He's got talent. So I really have no. I don't really have a problem with it. But man. Again, Jalen's a talented guy. He can be a little bit of a headache, and just like Odell. But what do you think of DeAndre Barker? I want Mika. I wanted Mika, but the Steelers took him. Yeah, Mika would have been good. Mika would have been a good addition. Especially since Miami is just giving everybody out. They have Baker's not been great for that. There's been nobody good on the Giants. Has anybody on the Giants even really been good? Maybe in a month when we are healthy, this could be good. Maybe in a month. Again, the season's already. It's just about developing. I know this team's not going to the playoffs. It's just about developing this young kid, and I don't need him to win his first game against Tampa. I just need to see some moment. I just need to see some improvements. I need to see him be competitive late. I want to see that. Can he do that? There's a lack of talent there on the Giants, too. But I don't know, man. Well, Ingram break out with DJ now. That'd be great if Ingram could break out. But yeah, Ingram's had his problems too. But he's got talent. I hope so. I hope so. Maybe now it's like, okay, finally. Now, the important joke, can Daniel Jones consistently throw more than 10 yards? I think the Giants will go 0-12. Again, I don't know when they play the Dolphins, but if they play the Dolphins before that, and they put the Giants before that too, so I think those are 2 wins. That's just gut feeling. I think that's 2 wins right there. And then everything else after that, gosh. Man. Again, this is good because the Jets season just ended today. Or yesterday. The Giants season was already over, and now this gives you maybe the guys will play harder for Daniel. Maybe now it's like, okay, we got a spark. But also you started 0-2. You couldn't have had a spark in week 1, or maybe in week 1 they're just like, all right, we're going into Dallas. This is not going to end well. We should play Eli versus the Pats. He always goes off. No, it's over. It's over there. I know Eli beat the Patriots. He beat them, I think, 3 times. He beat them twice in the Super Bowl, once in the regular season. But we know, guys, I could score on the Giants defense. Yeah, you could. What a joke that is. Embarrassing. Giants might have the worst defense in the league. They can't do anything right. Again, they can't rush the passer. They can't tackle. They can't cover. They let Josh Allen look like a world beater. I'm sorry, Josh Allen fans. Your name is AB, so I think so. Boy, yeah, Miami's defense and Giants defense, both really bad. Both really inept. Both really incompetent. Goodness gracious. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the Giants are going to do. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Daniel Jones is going to be in his first game. Maybe he'll be good. Maybe he'll be bad. All I know, we need to trade Eli now, so there's no safety net. Who's taking him though? Are the Steelers going to take him? Now the Maras and the Rooneys, the Giants are Maras, the Steelers are the Rooneys, are very close. So maybe, but Are they really going to take? Are they really going to take him? Do they really want 38-year-old or however old he is, Eli, versus young Mason Rudolph? You're like, at least there's a little bit of hope with Mason. I don't think there's anything left with Eli. I think like maybe 2-3 years ago there was a little bit of hope. Now I just think it's over. Trade Eli to the Pats to win another ring. Have Eli as the backup to Tom? Sure, and they're both the same in age. They're both nearly the same in age. Sure, why the heck not? That'd be actually very funny. Gosh. Belichick somehow finds a way to get a third rounder for Eli. I don't think he has any trade value. And also, does he want to get traded anywhere else? He's a Giant. He's a Giant through and through. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to get out of here. He loves this team. Here's something. He was Wellington Mara's last pick before he passed away. He was, again, for people that don't know, Wellington Mara, the longtime owner of the Giants. He was Wellington Mara's last pick. He means something. He is a Giant through and through. John Mara loves him. And Giant fans, eventually, may not right now, but eventually they will love him. A loaf of moldy bread. No. You can get a couple Dolphins players, I think, for a loaf of moldy bread. But so I don't see him getting traded away here. I don't see Giant fans just being like, yeah, that's it. I don't see the Giants just deciding, if he asks for it, if he's like, hey, I want to finish my career somewhere else where I can at least compete, trade me, then yeah, you get rid of him. But I think Eli's just going to be a good team and just say that. I think a team like Denver or the Colts could use Eli. The Colts, that was a nice win by Jacoby Brissett. I wouldn't give up on him. The Broncos, sure, why not? I mean, you already have Joe Flacco in there. You might as well take somebody who's won more rings. What a terrible contract that Flacco thing looks right now. My gosh. So I feel like I don't think there's really any team that's like, oh man, we really need Eli. We really, really need Eli. Yeah, and by the way, Daniel Jones and Danny Dimes is now the number one trending thing on Twitter. And it wasn't like reported. It was just like the Giants put out a press statement. The Giants put out a press statement saying, yeah, that he's the starter. It was not reported. Denver has Locke. The Saints, baby. Yeah, I don't think. Again, all right, who do you want? Either you retire. Oh, this is great. Batman quote. Either you retire a hero, Peyton, or you live long enough to see Eli get benched for Geno Smith. Yes. Although Peyton did, for a while, almost get benched by Brock Osweiler. Not forget that either. He'll get traded to Jacksonville. People seem to be excited with Connor Minshew. The more I think about it, there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks right now. There's a lot of injuries in this league. The Jets especially need a quarterback. But I mean, that would be the easiest, though. If you go trade to the Jets, it's just like, all right, Eli, you get to stay in the same city. You get to go to Forum Park, and you just get Ramsey's needed. Tom Coughlin's still in Jacksonville, right? Yeah, Tom is still in Jacksonville. But I feel like the fans are starting to get excited about Connor Minshew for some reason. Ramsey's not coming to the Giants. I mean, we did have Matt Hasselbeck say Daniel Jones played as good as any quarterback could play in this preseason. So, yeah, again, maybe there's hope. He had some good moments. He had some bad moments in the preseason. I watched it. But imagine literally all he has to do is switch locker rooms. Exactly. Ramsey might go to the Pats. Yeah, that'd be the most Patriot thing ever. They just take Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey for Eli in a second pick. I don't think Jacksonville's making that. For some reason, they're excited with Connor Minshew, who was great in the fourth quarter. Patriots would be the Golden State of the NFL. They already are, man. They already are. They got the best defense in the league. They have a dynamic offense. They just added Antonio Brown. Tom Brady's immortal. The Patriots have been in Golden State for two decades now. We're entering a third decade of the Patriots being the Golden State of the NFL. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Gosh. Adam Schefter may have been one of the first people to tweet it out, but yes, the Giants were the ones that made it official. Tom Coughlin won Eli last year. Is that reported? Is that true that Tom Coughlin won? I mean, it would make sense, being the Jacksonville guy, but I mean, Eli has only 1 year left, so I mean, when you have him go to the Saints, Jets, or Jags, aren't you happy? Am I happy? Yes, probably. I don't know. Look, the season's already over, but it's much better to see Jones out there as opposed to Eli. At least give us the new fresh face. My only concern now is how is he gonna have a great rookie season, or is he just gonna fall apart? It could go either way here. Look at the timing. Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks right now, but what have you really seen from Eli? Except for the 2 rings. I hope he isn't a bust. Yeah, I don't want him to be a bust either. I don't want him to be a bust either because they've had chances to take quarterbacks. They had a chance to get Haskins. I wanted him. There were other quarterbacks I wanted ahead of Jones. If this pick fails, then yeah, that's on Gettleman there. We need a shutdown corner, and the D is atrocious. They need a lot of things. They need a quarterback. They need a good. They need so many good defenses. You could have a Carson Wentz type rookie season. Look at him now. Yeah. I hope. I'm just not totally convinced yet. I'm just not. How is their O-line? I don't want him to get hurt. It's better, but again, I hope he gets protected. I want to fire the offensive play caller. It's Shurmur, right? I think it's so. I'm not totally sure. Yeah. After this season, can we please get rid of Shurmur? After this season or next season, please. I'm sick of looking at that guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Giants, you know what, Giants? Maybe it wasn't Tom Coughlin's fault. Maybe it wasn't Tom Coughlin's fault. Maybe it was everyone else around Tom Coughlin. Took Jacksonville to the AFC Championship game again. And the Giants are sitting there just wasting years. It's Dave Gettleman. Oh, Gettleman. Gettleman's a mess. He's the worst. Gettleman's awful. Mara doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He used to, and now for some reason it's just really pathetic. Why are you so hesitant? I thought it was what Giant fans wanted. No. I want this to happen. I'm glad it happened. I'm happy it happened. I just don't know if it's gonna work. I was never happy about Daniel Jones getting drafted. I wanted other quarterbacks. So the fact that he's out there, yes, I'm glad he's out there. I'm happy he's out there. I'm just hoping it works. Now, fingers crossed, because this is either going to go great, okay, or terribly. With the Giants' history, it will go terribly. But I'm just praying here. He ruined the Panthers. It wasn't Tom Coughlin's fault. McAdoo took Tom's team 11-5. Yeah, exactly. Even McAdoo got one good season, then he got fired the next year and now he will destroy the Giants. Yeah, he ruined Carolina. He's ruining New York. Why do people keep giving him these jobs? Ernie, of course, he had his approval. Ernie, how did you fall for it? This guy's a con man. See, this is why I'm worried about, because there's everything else around the Giants right now. I'm not convinced. And so putting this kid in, I'm glad he's in. I'm happy he's in. But now I sit here and I go, all right, now it's got to work. So it was a two-part plan, putting him in and having it work. Got to the first part of the plan. Now it's time to part two. Now it's time to get to part two, Electric Boogaloo, and seeing how trade soldiering out of Miami for somebody. Would Miami take Eli? I think that's actually a chance there. I have faith in Daniel. I have quarterback can get done with his feet. Yes, I heard a lot of people in the draft say he was a lot like a young Eli. I don't think it's going to work, bro. Again, I'm not going to rush to judgment here. We'll see what happens in Tampa. Cautiously optimistic. That's how I describe it. I'm hopeful, but I'm not confident. I don't want to be arrogant about this. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, Daniel Jones is going to lead the Giants to 10 wins. It's like, I don't know. He could completely fall apart. This is what should happen. I don't know why it's happening now as opposed to the beginning of the season or middle in the season. I don't know why it's happening 2 weeks in. But oh boy, I feel like people are expecting Jones to be a saver. I think he's gonna get, and he's gonna get hit a lot. Again, you remember draft night? Giants fans were angry when they drafted Daniel Jones, but now he's on their team, so it's like we gotta root for him, we gotta support him. No Giants fans like, oh, I hope he fails. It's like, no, he's on our team. We hate the decision, but now we have to support him and hope he does the right job. I give Danny through week 7 to give him a grade as a starter. Yeah, that's fair. This is gonna be your best Giant content of the season. Recent McAdoo now Gettleman. Oh gosh, yeah, bad boy. The whole thing, the whole Giants organization, completely just. I don't know what happened. Again, ever since Coughlin left. Predictions on Rookie of the Year. Murray. Right now I have Murray. He's in the fourth quarter, man. He finds ways. Mara's only going to give Eli away. Tom's the only chance of him leaving or he will retire with us. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. If Tom's desperate, like, hey, Eli, finish your career with me. But yeah, I don't see it. Or the Jets. Jacksonville or the Jets. Jones needs to split time with Eli. No, it's over. Daniel Jones will get destroyed, unfortunately. I thought they were going to ease him in. This is the other thing that's surprising. I don't think he played at all last week. And the fact that now they're like, all right, we're changing, we're going to go. Instead of slowly easing him in, instead of like in the fourth quarter, like, all right, now, Daniel, we're putting you in. They did it against Dallas, but I think it was only like 1-2 drives. The fact that they're doing it now like this, really, I'm just like, okay, all right, whatever. He's going to retire this year. I Don't know, but yeah, Eli knows the writing's on the wall. We haven't heard from him yet. I'm curious to see what he says. I'm sure he's just gonna just take it well. He might start crying, but Giants are 8-26 since 2017. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it was time. Throw Danny in head first. If he falls, he falls. If not, if he dies, he dies. Yeah, it's probably, again, I'm just surprised now. I thought it would be middle of the season. I don't know why he's doing it now. Or my two options would have been do it at the beginning of the season or do it in the middle. Why week 2? Why week 3? I just don't think I don't think that's if you had this quick of a hook on Eli, you should have just started Jones to begin with. What week is Giants Patriots? Don't know. I'll check the schedule here. Giants Patriots schedule. Again, that's because that's gonna be brutal. That's gonna be brutal. Giants Patriots October 10th. It's 23. So like week 5, week 6. Oh, it's an NFL Network game. Yay! We have a chance to win the next 2 games. Yeah, Giants are gonna go 2-2. Woohoo! Giants are gonna be 500. It's too early. Why are we going to playoffs? We aren't good enough. Might as well tank it the week 11 and start Danny the rest of the year. Yeah, we're not going to the playoffs. This is that's why the timing is right. LOL, we need to see what he can really do. Yeah, I know. It's might as well. Yeah, we know they're not going to the playoffs. Again, I just think you should have done it at the beginning of the season or done it in the middle. That's all. That's really. But I'm happy they got to this decision. I'm just now wondering how far is this decision going to be? Like how well is this decision going to go? Because either A, he's great and he's like, oh wow, he's much better than we thought. The Giants have a chance in the future with him. They stink. The second option is they're okay. And it's like, all right, you don't really see much of him, but the team's terrible around him. Or D, he's awful. He's terrible. And the Giants are going to have to draft another quarterback next year. But they've already won, and they'll have to compete with the Dolphins. Giants are playing the Bucs. The Giants are going into Tampa. Yes, the Giants will be in Raymond James Stadium on Sunday. So, yeah, the Giants put out the statement on their website about this. It was not done in the press conference. Again, I'm curious to see what Eli is going to say about this. Gosh, Danny Dimes. Oh boy, I like the nickname. So the Giants going Joey to prevent Eli from getting hurt. That could also be the case. But wouldn't you have done that years ago? Like, why now are the Giants realizing? Why the Giants are now realizing? What are you talking about? The kid needs his reps regardless of how he does. They're not drafting a quarterback next year. The only reason why I was saying they're going to draft a quarterback next year, the only reason why I was speculating that is because the Dolphins look like they're going to do the same thing, and they just picked up Josh Rosen. So, yeah, it probably, no, there's like almost no chance they're drafting a quarterback next year, but like, yeah, only if it goes disastrously. Josh Rosen bad. But yeah, I know they're not. I know they're not drafting him. So the Giants starting Jones to prevent Eli from getting. Are there any good free agent wide receivers this offseason? What happens if Jones gets hurt? Does Eli start? Yeah, probably. If Jones gets hurt, then you just sit there and put your head through a wall, and you oh gosh. Who's picking up Ramsey? Sony Poyet getting out teams. It's crazy. What's going on? The NFL has turned into the NBA in terms of craziness of free agency. Well, the Dolphins want to get rid of everybody. The Dolphins didn't use a first round pick for Rosen. Fair. Yeah, they traded him. That's right. Oh, gosh. I don't know who's picking up Ramsey. We'll see. I don't even know if the Jaguars said, like, I think the Jaguars reported first round. We're only taking first rounds. They're not trying to trade him, but yeah, if someone gets the first round, they'll be interested. So is it worth it for Ramsey? For a devastating Giants season, maybe not, but it's up to them. But I don't trust anything they do at this point. Almost everything they've done almost everything they do ends up terribly with this Giants organization. They're like the Jets now. I don't know when the Giants became the Jets, but this is what they're doing now. Oh gosh. So yeah, Daniel Jones. Again, yesterday it was hinted at. Yesterday, who the Dolphins got? Kenyon Drake, he barely is. Yeah, I think him too. Oh gosh, it's gonna be so bad at the end of this Dolphins season. When the Patriots play the Dolphins in New England, the Patriots might win by 50. That might be a game in which New England just like wins by 60 points, and it's one of the most all-time embarrassing games. I think that's gonna happen. Keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for Patriots Dolphins whenever they play in New England. And Dolphins-Jets might be the worst game in the history of – I said it last night. Dolphins-Jets is going to be the worst thing in the history of mankind. It's going to be absolutely awful when those two teams play. Oh, boy. Bill went easy in Floyd's this round. Yeah, Bill, oh gosh, the Patriots didn't have to worry about a last-second miracle. They were coasting. By the time they had the first pick six, they were coasting. And then the second pick six, it was like, oh, it was overload. It was complete overload. So, man. So, yeah, the Giants. So, yeah, Daniel Jones, two games. By the way, the Giants statement also says it was inevitable that Daniel Jones would one day succeed Eli. The day has come 2 games into the rookie season. Yeah, they knew it was coming. We all knew. LOL. Eli Manning's last pass as the Giants was to – Eli Manning's last pass as the Giants was to Jones. Ironic? Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. Yeah, there's some weird kind of poetry to that. It's passing the torch. TJ Jones, so it was coming. Yeah, it wasn't Daniel. It was TJ. But he's handing it off to a Jones. So that'd be weird if his last receiving was to Daniel Jones. Because I was trying to think in my head, when did Daniel Jones catch a ball? It's so weird. Were they doing the Wildcat? Oh gosh. And what a job here by the Giants. Don't know if this is gonna work. Not 100% sure this is gonna work. But you know what? They're putting them in there. We'll see. Twitter's going crazy with this. What else? Yeah. Twitter's going nuts. People commenting at the end of Eli. Daniel Jones has a great deal to live up to. It will not be easy replacing Eli on the field, off the field. The Giants press release also says what happens next for Eli. He will be the team's number 2 quarterback at Tampa. It's weird, and they did this with Geno Smith, but that was when the season was over. Again, I still don't get the timing of it all, but whatever. At least they made the right decision. At least they finally decided to do this now. 234 career starts over 16 NFL seasons, including 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Eli passes the torch to Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones will be the starter for the Giants this week, and Luke Falk will be the starter for the Jets this week. I think Daniel Jones is it's a more hopeful decision there. A reminder of a warning for Kurt Warner back in 2004. Once a team made a switch from a veteran to a rookie quarterback, there's no going back. Don't waffle. This has to be Daniel Jones' season for better or worse, no matter what. Yes, absolutely. They can't go back to Eli now. You'd ruin his confidence. Let Daniel Jones in. It was World War III when they benched Eli. Yeah, it was total chaos. I remember that because the way McAdoo did it was so incompetent, so clumsy, and then he made it seem like Geno's going to be the guy going forward. It helped that Francesa was so angry about it. There's a lot of reasons why the Giants were just like, no, yeah, we're done. But there was a lot of reasons why Giant fans were so angry about that, and it just boiled over into, all right, we're starting Eli again. It was a complete mess, and yeah, it got McAdoo fired. So I'm curious what they're going to do now. I'm curious to see how this will all play out going forward in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How does Daniel Jones respond to this? He doesn't have a great team around him. But he does have the youthful factor. He's going to have a lot of time. People are going to be more patient with him. If he throws 3 interceptions, we'll all be nervous, but no one's going to say bench Daniel Jones. Well, some people will, but they're wrong. This is going to be about the future. It's like watching him develop. He made some great throws in the preseason. He made some terrible throws in the preseason, like any rookie quarterback did. He's going to have his learning period. He's going to make his mistakes. Sam Darnold's first pass in the league was an interception. He then won that game like 30-16 or something like that. Some big number. They destroyed Detroit on Monday night. Davis Webb, is he still on? No, wait. Is Davis Webb really still on the team? He's on the Bills. He played for the Jets? When? Oh, gosh. Yeah, so yeah, Davis Webb, no. It's Daniel Jones or bust right now. And if Jones gets hurt, then you go back to Eli. But you pray and hope that Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt. But every quarterback in this league has gotten hurt so far. So you know what? You wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Jones got hurt. You wouldn't be totally surprised if Daniel Jones got hurt. Just because on you don't want it to happen, but the craziness of this league right now, it's so wild. Or mono. Yeah, you know what? Mono is a possibility. Right now with Daniel Jones, mono is a very strong possibility. Gosh, goodness. Anybody in New York, apparently. Anyone in New York, you never know now. So weird what happened to Sam. I was watching the Jets yesterday, just be abysmal. Yeah, I was like, oh gosh, really? Sam, you got mono just so that this team could play this badly on prime time? I guess the Giants play the Bucks at 1 o'clock on. I mean, I'll be watching that, and I will be doing a video on that. Because again, the Jets season's over now. Now it's about the Giants play at 4 o'clock, and the Jets play at 1 o'clock. So, I believe, yeah, Jets are at 1, Giants are at 4. How many games do you think the Giants will win now? At best, 4, 5, maybe. I'm not too hopeful on this team. I think it's going to be a long year. They're awful defensively. Even if Daniel Jones has some great performances, they're going to be they're going to be overshadowed by the terrible defense they have. So, I know the season's not going anywhere. I knew going into the season the Giants weren't going anywhere, but now I feel like it's time to fully end it there. Now this ends the season, and now it's about rebuilding. It's no longer about the Giants 2019 season. It's now about the Giants 2020 season. That's all this is about. It's all about now how good can this team be in 2020. And maybe this kid will be great. I'm not making any I'm not making any guarantees or predictions because in this league you don't know. You don't know what quarterbacks are going to be great and what quarterbacks are going to be terrible. You can think you know, but you can't know for sure. And so right now you're looking at Jones. Oh boy, and you get nervous. You're a little bit nervous here. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about how this is all going to play out. I don't want it to be terrible, but man, it's just oh gosh. Oh boy. Well, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun watching this over the next 2 weeks. I don't know when his press conference. I'm guess there's going to be a press conference today. Don't know when for sure, but yeah, okay. About 75%. This is from somebody else who was at the press conference this way. About 75% of Pat Shurmur's press conference was questions about Eli and Daniel Jones. I heard 0% support from Eli from the Giants head coach. Yeah, they were done. They were dead. They had no faith in him. They were dead. They were dead to him. And now now it's time for Daniel Jones. Again, I don't know why they took till now. Did they just want to give him one last shot? But you should have known. We've all known that he wasn't going anywhere. 0. No, I feel like this again. I feel like this team is better than Miami. I think they're better than the Jets. I think they will get a few wins in here. But again, it's going to be another miserable season, and it's okay. It's okay. We're going to struggle this year, but now it's about. I was not okay with the struggling before. Now I'm okay with them struggling now because I got to use the pronouns correctly. It's all about developing. It's about developing this kid. It's about having this kid move forward. It's about having him take his licks and see what he can be in this league. What were the Giants right using that high of a pick to draft him? We're going to find out. He's getting thrown into the fire here. Going to have a lot of pressure. My goodness. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next few days and few weeks. Yeah, nothing really else from the Giants right now. I'd rather struggle with DJ under center than Eli. Thanks for the Super Bowls, though. Me too. Thank you, Eli, for the 2 rings. That was amazing. Those are some of the best times in my life. But it's over. All right, turn out the lights. The party's over. It's 2 o'clock and everybody's gone home. All right, and you're the last drunk at the bar. It's time to move on. Yeah, I'd rather struggle with Daniel Jones too. At least we have somebody young. At least we have the future as opposed to the past. I'll get always thankful for Eli for the 2 rings. Always thankful. But now it's time to go. Now it's time to pack it up and let's see what this kid can do. Let's see again. I wasn't a big fan of drafting him with the 6th pick. I wasn't ecstatic about it. I was angry about it. I'm like, really? You're using the 6th pick on this guy? But you know what? He's the quarterback now. So it's time to support him. It's time to hope that he does the right thing. It's time to give this kid a chance and see what he can do. Boy. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Again, this is going to be fun to watch over the next few weeks. I'm very curious to see how this is all going to play out. And yeah, I will be live after the Buccaneers game, breaking down that game. This season's trash already, to be honest. No luck, Ben. But yeah, a lot of quarterbacks gone. But look, we have 2 beacons of hope in terms of quarterbacks. It's the Patriots and Tom Brady. Sorry, everybody, if you hate the Patriots, but Tom Brady's still amazing. And Patrick Mahomes is still amazing. And you know what? I'll throw another name out there, Lamar Jackson. I'll throw another. Lamar Jackson has been amazing, and I think there's somebody else that I'm missing. But Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady have been great this year. It's been great watching them throw the ball. We at least have that to watch for it every single week, and we have the curiosity of is this team going to go 0-16? The Dolphins, I meant. The Giants and Jets. I think the Giants and Jets. You don't have to wait to see if they're going to go 0-16. I don't think it's going to happen. The Jets. No. Dolphins, maybe. The Dolphins, very strong possibility, especially if they keep trading players away. Especially if they just keep giving up their guys. Poor Josh Rosen. What a terrible situation that is. Can't beat out Ryan Fitzpatrick. So when do you think they came to this realization? Do you think after the Sunday game, they're like, all right, we got to start him? Do you think it was Monday morning? John Mara came in and said it's time to start Daniel Jones? Because I know it had to be because on Monday afternoon, they were non-committal about it. On Monday afternoon, they were like, all right, we're not saying anything yet. So it had to have been either Sunday night or Monday morning. John Mara, Gettleman, because this has to be a full thing. This is not – Shermer doesn't make this decision on his own. This has to be Shermer, Mara, and Gettleman. When they all came to the realization, all right, now's the time. I don't agree with the timing. I don't agree that now is the time that you make that move. But they decided that it was either Sunday night or Monday morning. They were like, all right, it's time. It's time to move on from Eli. It's time to go to this kid and see what he can do for us. Looking for any other tweets and posts here. The Giants will start him. Eli to the bench. Gosh, in 24 hours, Drew Brees out 6 weeks. Ben's out for the year. Jalen Ramsey requests a trade. Minkah Fitzpatrick to the Steelers. Eli Manning bench. Daniel Jones in. This league is nuts. It's week 3, and the league has been turned on its head. Dolphins worse situation than Arizona for Rosen. I've been thinking, do you think Rosen retires? Do you think Rosen just goes on a rant and just says, I hate football, and just leaves next year? Because why would you want to start him? You're going to go to your 3rd team in 3 years. There's word at the time of this because the Giants might get something for Eli. I'm looking for it now. I'm looking for the reports here. I mean, the trade deadline's not for a few weeks. Barstool Big Cat says, should the Jets trade for Eli? All right. Is he going to go to Jacksonville? I'm looking here. There's no reports. I'm not seeing Adam Schefter be like, Eli Manning is owed $10 million for the rest of the season. Not a bad value for a team desperate to trade for a quarterback. Any team interested in the trade would have to take off $17 million, which is $1 million a week. Don't get the sense that, this is Chris Mortensen. Don't get the sense that Eli wants to go play for another team. Remember this. He has a no trade clause. On Jags, I don't know. Stephen A. said it's possible on First Take. It's not an official report yet. I don't trust Stephen A. on anything except basketball. I think it was the right timing. Eli has 2-3 years to show us something. Yeah, he had a lot of time to show us something, and now it's time to get over it. Watch Daniel Jones win the next 3 games. Hope so. That'd be great. If the Giants season right back in, but what's the Giants schedule going forward here? Let's take a look. Don't tell me in the comments because I'm looking it up right now. All right, they're at Tampa. That could be a win if everything goes right. They're home to Washington, and then they're home to Minnesota. Maybe, but Tampa might. Like Redskins at home. Redskins aren't great. Vikings, I don't know about that. He'll ask to be traded to become backup 3 in New England. Anything to win another Super Bowl. Eli is done anyway. Yeah, but don't you think some team might be desperate enough to say, hey, $1 million a year. And again, he's got no trade clause. So it's got to be somewhere that he wants to go. And something tells me he doesn't want to. Again, now it's 2 options. Either he wants one last chance to be at a contender. Eli obviously knew what he was up against. He's playing in the final year of his contract for the first time in his career, and his eventual successor was on the roster in Daniel Jones. He controls his future because of that no trade clause. Yeah, where's Eli going to want to go to? The only place I can see is either Jacksonville or the Jets. Bro said next 3 games. Again, Eli needs to retire, man. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just trying to see the possibilities here. You're losing to New England. I'm almost certain of that. And then Tampa maybe, but again, that's assuming the defense plays well. Washington, probably not Minnesota. But Washington at home. Oh gosh, I'm just trying to find the silver lining in all this. There isn't one, but I'm trying to. He didn't know it'd be this early this season. He worked all offseason to get ready, so as a competitor, it would be tough. Yeah. He didn't know it'd be this. No, I don't think anyone knew it'd be this early. I did not think at all. It wasn't until yesterday when Shermer said when Shermer was done coming out that I was like, oh, this might happen. Eli's been done for years. Only if they kept Odell, it would have been Danny Barkley and Odell. Man, that would have been so good. You're right. Week 2 in the league is nuts. We barely made it out of the offseason with AB and Zeke drama. Oh yeah, Zeke signs at the deadline. AB is nuts. AB is totally out of control. Goodness gracious. Oh gosh. This league is nuts, man. This league is absolutely nuts. I don't know what to make of it anymore. So we'll see how this all goes. We'll see how this all plans. But yeah, Daniel Jones, man, I wish him all the best. I want him to be good. I want him to do great for this team. I really want this kid to help this team out. It's been a long time coming for Giants fans. It's been a long time coming. We've known for years that Eli was shot dead. Yes, the team was terrible around him. They built a terrible team around him. Jerry Reese and then Dave Gettleman have done a terrible job. But he hasn't helped much either. Thank you for the 2 Super Bowls. You'll have your number retired. You'll have the big speech. We'll all thank you. But at the end of the day, this is kind of like what the Celtics did back in the back in the 70s, in the 80s and 90s when Kevin McHale was on one leg. And, I'm sorry, what's this? I'm trying to think of his name. The Celtics, Red Auerbach. This is a great Celtics coach, GM also. Didn't want to trade McHale because he was so loyal. McHale was so loyal to them. There was no way. And that was a lot of players. He didn't get rid of a lot of players because he loved them so much. He was so loyal to them for all the championships that it ruined their future because you held on to these guys for so long. That's what the Giants did. The Giants held on to this kid. I'm sorry, Eli, for so long, way longer than they should have, when they should have just cut bait with him. It was hard to do, but now it's just like, all right, it's done. It's like the Rolling Stones performing a tour in their 70s. It's like, look, we love you, but it's over. You can't do it anymore. It's bad. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. Wouldn't worry about the Daniel. Needs his reps. Maybe he has a great year. Maybe he has a bad year. Point is, it's his year to develop. Great QBS has bad first year. Great QBs had bad first year. Yeah, Peyton Manning had a bad first year. It takes some time. I mean, Patrick Mahomes had a great first year. Technically, that was his second year, but it was his first overall year. Yeah, Eli had a bad first year. That's right. The Giants were bad in 2004, and then slowly, it wasn't until like his 3rd or 4th year that he was like, oh. And then his 4th year, he won on the whole thing. Yeah, again, my favorite memories of Eli, 08 and 12. Winning those 2 Super Bowls was such a great moment for every Giants fan. I might make an Eli Manning video today, maybe paying tribute to him. I have to do all my schoolwork first, but maybe after that I'll finally get to do it. He won 1 game as a QB. That's right. Peyton, I don't know if Eli did the same thing, but yeah. And Eli had the whole Kurt Warner thing. So I love Eli. I adore him, but it's time. If you love something, set it free. And it's time for Eli to be set free on the bench. I don't know if he's going to be. I don't know if if he's going to retire this year. If he's going to ask for a trade. I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he said, "Hey, take me to a contender and let me try to win another ring." Last game of the year, his first season. That was it. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. But there's another tweet from the Giants. Let me see what it is. Let me see what it says. Oh, it's watch Daniel Jones preseason highlights. Okay. He had good moments in the preseason. He had great moments in the preseason. Man. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see. I'm curious. I've said I'm curious a lot, but I am curious. I'm very curious, and all of this is fascinating to me. Why they drafted Daniel Jones? What Gettleman saw? Again, I don't trust Gettleman on anything, but what did Gettleman see? And it was like, oh yeah, that guy. This guy's going to be good. I don't know what he saw at Duke, but then in the preseason, I was like, oh, this kid might be better than we thought. This kid might be going to the Hall of Fame. But I'm nervous. I'm a little bit nervous here, but this is gonna be fun to watch. So, all right, I got about 10 more minutes here. Yeah, if you got final comments, let me know. Looking for any other bits of news to talk about. Don't really see it. Yeah, except the Eli Manning era is over. Maybe Twitter. Let me see on the Twitter moments here. Two years ago, I was not okay with the Giants benching Eli Manning. Now I'm totally okay with it, and I endorse it, and I'm very happy with it. Now it's all about whether or not Daniel can be good. It was expected by most that Eli would be benched later in this year because he simply doesn't have it anymore. It comes as a surprise that happens after only 2 weeks. Eli is among the league's worst in QB rating with a 78.7. And then Daniel Jones' first test at Bucks versus Redskins versus Vikings at Patriots. That's going to be brutal. Home to Cardinals. They're not very good. And then at the Lions. Nick Costa, mixed emotions, both sad and angry about how the Eli era ended. Wish he'd walked away. Wish the teams had cut ties sooner. I hate how he turned into a punchline. Sad New York ending for my all-time favorite athlete. My team is finally worth watching again, though. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls, made $250 million, looked real funny for most of it. Didn't hurt anyone for sport and was pretty good in that SNL sketch on the witness stand. One of the best Giants careers of my lifetime. Pleasantly surprised Daniel Jones is starting next week. Eli arguably the best quarterback to ever wear a Giants uniform, and he's done things with the franchise that made him an icon. Team's not going anywhere. Time to see what this kid is doing. I thought the Giants would give Eli one more week. They seem lifeless on offense. Jones can make things happen. They need something. Should be interesting. Giants fans should be grateful how he carried himself through the entirety of his career. On November 16, 2004, the cover of the New York Post said was Yuda Manning. Eli to start against Falcons. That's when he was named the Giants starter. And now the era ends. It's been a fun ride. It's been a great ride. It's been a crazy ride. But it's over. 15. Well, I was going to say 15 great years. Like 3 or 4 great years in total. But those 3 or 4 years was so great. It's like having a long relationship. And it wasn't a totally satisfying relationship. But my gosh, the moments that were really good were really good. And the moments that were really bad were really bad. But you look back on it, and there's more good memories. There's more bad memories than good, but the good memories overweigh the bad ones. That's how I would describe the Giants and Eli Manning over the last 15 years. A lot of good moments, a lot of bad moments, a lot of interceptions, a lot of touchdowns in the Super Bowl. What, 3 or 4? The touchdown to Plaxico, the throw to Tyree, the throw to Manningham, winning 2 rings, beating the Patriots twice. A lot of great memories. And then also the terrible seasons where you threw 5 interceptions in one game. The seasons where you were just lifeless. The seasons where you couldn't throw the ball down the field more than 5 yards, which is now and has been for a while. It was a long time coming. A lot of great memories, but it's over now. It must have been love, but it's over now. If I'm just quoting music lyrics, it's because I am, and I can do whatever the heck I want. Oh, baby. Anything else, guys, down there in the comments below? We got about 5-6 minutes here, and then I gotta get back to work. But thoughts on Gase? He's terrible. He's awful. He's horrendous. He's one of the worst coaches in the league. Can't do it. He can't coach anyone, anything, at any time. I know it's only 2 games, but I feel confident in saying that. Screens on 3rd down, give me a break. But now the Giants have a little. Now the Giants are like, all right, I'm excited for the first time in a while. I'm excited to watch a Giants game. I'm excited to see what Daniel Jones is going to be. An offensive guru, give me a break. Offensive guru. He knows Peyton Manning. So, got the best years out of Cutler. So, he went to the playoffs with Ryan Tannehill. So, what's his record? Under 500. Gosh. But this isn't about the Jets are one thing. Jets are a disaster. But the Giants, again, you're interested in what I know. I've been repeating myself for the last hour, but I am. You're excited to see what the Giants are going to do now going forward. You're excited to see what they're going to be next week and the week after that and the week after that. Because now they have something to play for. Now they have something. It's kind of like when you watch Sam Darnold. It's like, oh, it's cool watching this kid develop. But for the Giants, you're a little nervous. You're a little worried, but you gotta be thrilled that like your team is worth watching again. You can finally watch this team again. You can watch this kid again. You can say to yourself, all right, maybe there's hope for the Giants. RPO in New York, yes. Oh man, good. Oh boy, it's good times. It's good. It's good to know. It's good that they finally got this. It's good that they finally got to this position. It's good that they're finally here. It's good that they finally made this choice. Again, I would have made it either in the early of the season or the end of the season. I would have made it earlier or at the end. I'm glad they're doing it now. Again, I don't know why they waited. I don't know why they did it week 2. I'm glad they did it now. Cowboys got to be nervous though. No, Cowboys are going to be just fine. The Cowboys are going to be just fine. They're on their way to probably winning the division, unless Philly gets in their way. Dak's playing for a contract, and he's playing great, and Zeke's ridiculous. Jason Garrett. And now I don't have confidence in the Saints right now. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe the Cowboys play in the NFC title game. Or don't, because they always disappoint. Gosh, the Cowboys and the Patriots in the Super Bowl would bring America to it. Oh, America would just go nuts. For all the right and wrong reasons. Oh, boy. So, yeah, Dallas doesn't have to worry. Dallas is going to be just fine. Dallas is going to be just okay. Any other comments here, guys? Anyone else? We're about to wrap things up here. The Giants announced that it was not. I don't think an Adam Schefter tweet. I don't think it was anything. It was an official tweet from the Giants. The Giants were the ones to make the announcement, and they just said like, "Hey, it's over." Eli to Jacksonville. That'd be great to watch. It'd be great to see him. Yeah, get back with Tom Coughlin. But they seem to like this Minshew kid for some reason. I don't get it. He was good in the fourth quarter. He was good in the fourth quarter yesterday, but they're still 0-2. That was a terrible 2-point conversion call. I don't know why they did that, but is Jacksonville going to compete this year? I don't think so. The AFC South is going to be a mess. AFC South is going to be the worst division this year. Everybody already has a loss. Horrendous division. So, yeah, that's the only team. Again, the only team I could see him going to. 2 teams, Jacksonville and the Jets. That's it. Other than that, I don't really see the point for him. And, again, he's got no trade clause. So he controls. He controls where he wants to go. Goodness. But this is an historic day. An historic day for New York Giants football. After 15 years of watching Eli, his era is now done. And I don't know what else is going to happen in the NFL because, benching Eli for Daniel Jones is the right move. If the Giants can rally around their rookie quarterback and find some magic, I can definitely see them winning 2 games this season. Maybe 2 games. Maybe 3. They're not very good. Maybe against Tampa. I'm not picking. I'm still picking. I think I'm still picking Tampa. I'll think about it. I'll make the picks tomorrow, but I'm still worried. I'm still nervous about what this is going to, how this is all going to play out. Giants, maybe. Tampa's not very good, though. Tampa was awful. Tampa was awful against Carolina, and they still won. Neither team looked like Super Bowl contenders. But the Giants don't look much better. Oh, gosh. I hope this all works out for the Giants. I hope this all works out for Daniel Jones. Eli, again, one of 5 players in NFL history with multiple Super Bowl MVPs. That's why I think he's going off like 2 Super Bowl MVPs. I mean, look, he wasn't the greatest quarterback in the world, but my goodness, when he got it done, he got it done. And that's why I always respect about Eli, and that's why I always give him credit. I think the defense was tired of making stops and seeing Eli do nothing with them during the Bills game. The defense forced 3 stops in a row and didn't equal the points. Yeah, but I just think it's a combination of that and the defense is just really bad, and there's no talent on there. So. Yeah, again, it's depressing when you see a quarterback not just doing check down after check down, but I think at some point you just get really depressed. But at some point you're also just really terrible. All right, guys, I got schoolwork to do, so I have to go back to this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like what you see, click down there and subscribe for more. I'll be back tomorrow with my week 3 predictions. Might have a video up for Eli by the end of the day if I have enough time. But yeah, a very changing of the guard day here in New York. A changing of the guard day for sure. It's the end of It's the end of Eli Manning. Hopefully it's not the end let's talk about Dave Gettleman, the clown. All right, I'll give one. All right, Gettleman is a clown. He's obnoxious. He's arrogant. He doesn't know what the heck he's doing. He's a complete bum. I can't stand him. He ruined Carolina, and now he's ruining the Giants. Maybe Daniel Jones will be the only good thing he ever does. Oh, and drafting Saquon. Bye, Frankie. Thank you, Natasha. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, this will be archived soon. Again, I'll be back tomorrow with my week 3 predictions, and then I will have a video on I might have a video on Eli today by the end of today. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Daniel Jones, the new Giants starting quarterback. God bless.